Right, I think we're live. What we're going to do is we're going to turn this around like so. Yeah, welcome guys. It's another completely unannounced Friday Waffle. Well, it's not unannounced, you know the Friday Waffle comes out on a Friday. But it's going to be live again because it's easier to do it. As you can see, I've dragged Neil along for another outing. Right, just wait a wee minute. We're just pissing about as always.
Christ, that picture's terrible.
Right, wait a minute. I've not got anybody watching you anyway, so we're okay. Right, let's get this. You're probably thinking to yourself, can you not do all this fanning about before you actually go live? You probably can, but I've got no idea how. Right, we've got somebody else watching anyway, so right, just give me a second. Right.
That's me.
Eh?
If it says one person watching, that's me.
Right, okay, we've got one person watching it, apparently that is us. Right, what I now need to do is I need to go to... Couldn't sign in? What are you talking about, couldn't sign in? Oh, wait a minute. It's because my daughter has my channel. Hang on a second. Right, let's see if I can get on this. Okay, home. Is this my channel or is this Eva's channel? I think this is going to be my channel. Hopefully. I don't want to go playing a video. Oops, a daisy. Hang on a second.
Wonders of technology.
You don't get this funny about with anyone else at this live streams. You've got this tiny little... Yeah, man, where's my video? Right, so what we need to do... Have we actually got anyone else in? Can you see? Does it tell you how many people are watching it?
One.
So it's just you at the moment. Right, well, a minute. You'd think I would know how to work libraries. A library, I think. My videos. Hopefully we can see.
Oh, you came up there.
Right, okay, there we go.
Should retake that.
Boom! Okay, there we go. Right, we're in live chat. Right, I think what we need to do here, Neil. We're in live chat. I'll turn the volume down so we can't actually hear each other.
Yeah.
There's a bit of delay going on as well. Right, anyway, there's nobody watching, but this is getting recorded, so people will watch at some point. So yeah, welcome to Friday Waffle, guys. It's a live one, because it's... Shut up, Alan, I can hear myself.
Oh, 3 people.
Hey, got 3 people. Who have I actually got in tonight?
Me, you, and...
It probably is. I think it's you and me. I think so. We've got one person actually watching, and the other 2 people are me and Neil. I hope you've all had a decent week. I've had a pretty crap week actually. Work at the moment is just total. I'm not going to swear. Oh, cheers, buddy. It's been pretty naff. So how's your week been, Neil? What have you been up to?
Not a lot. I was a bit ill.
There seems to be a kind of
Getting my drone flight working.
you're kind of you're into your drones in a big way at the moment, aren't you? How many drones have you got at the moment? How's it going, Dave? Oh, we're very honoured to have an absolute legend, and I don't mean because you're old, Dave.
Too flyable.
What was I going to say?
1975, he's not old.
Dave's an absolute legend, and Dave is one of the... I had Steve Benwin last week, Dave, and you're one of the other guys that is a massive inspiration to not just myself, but to lots of other guys. But how are you doing anyway, Dave? You okay? I've not been watching a lot of YouTube recently. Well, I've not been doing any YouTube recently in light of obviously moving house and that kind of stuff, mate. But we will need to get that collaboration video done at some point, Dave, if you're willing to have me, that is. So anyway, drones, you've got how many?
2 flyable.
And you're
2 getting made.
And you're building one at the moment as well?
Oh, building 2.
Yeah. I did. Sorry, I'm just looking at Dave's comments. I must admit, Dave, the weather up here is shite. Though I shouldn't complain too much
Big
because...
black clouds.
I mean, we had the summer. Wait a minute, that is I don't care what anybody says. That is definitely getting smaller, isn't it?
Aye. No, you're just getting bigger.
Yeah. You think so? No, that. What do you think, Dave? Is that getting smaller or is that normal size?
They're getting thinner.
No, maybe I don't know.
Look at that thing.
There's not. It's meant to be bloody jamming or something, but that is. It used to be about twice the size, I'm sure. They're definitely getting smaller.
It's actually apricot, not orange in it.
Is it? Is it? So anyway, your drones. So you've got 3 in total.
4.
You were 4. You've got the big one, which I've seen.
Got the one you've flown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the medium one.
Go and talk a wee bit.
That's the medium one. I've got a big.
Don't shout.
I've got a medium one, which you've flown, which you like.
Yeah, that is really good.
I've got a bigger one I'm building at the moment that's almost ready to fly. I've got one that's very small that's you had a wee.
Oh, that was that thing you were flying in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Aye.
And I've got another one just about the same size as that one. But it's a lot more expensive and a lot more fancy technology on it.
Yeah. I had a very, very brief dabble with drones. I bought one, it was about 30 quid from China. And on its second flight, it fucking just took off and I never saw it again. And I went up for 3 nights to try and find it and couldn't find it. But sorry.
I think I bought the same one. And
Did you find it by any chance? No. Aye, Dave, you're just saying there, wham bars. What else? I mean, definitely the chocolate is definitely
wagon
smaller.
wheels, of course.
Well, wagon wheels is the. Oh, what happened there? Ah, bugger, hang on a wee second, Dave. For some strange reason, my YouTube video just decided to stop playing. Hang on. The wonders of technology.
Oh, Dave, look, he's not allowed a drone because he lives too close to an airport. No, you're not allowed to fly within a kilometre.
Was that right?
They've changed all the rules.
Right, yeah, we're back again. Right, excellent.
Clever.
So I take it, Dave, you're off tonight. I know you work these kind of odd shifts. How's the new job actually going, mate? Well, yeah, I'm seeing new job. You've been doing it for about 6 months, eh? Aye, Curly Whirlies. Yeah, they're definitely smaller.
Yorkie bars. I bought one the other day. There's 5 blocks. It used to be. I'm sure it used to be 7. Just taking it down and down.
Yeah, I think so, really. Aye.
Definitely smaller than they were.
Aye.
And you don't get a satisfying chunk when you.
Toblerones as well. But Toblerones, how you doing, Russ? Toblerones are the only chocolate where you actually physically injure yourself.
Not anymore. They've taken half of them away.
Alright, so when you bite it and it hits the top of your mouth.
Yeah. they're taking away every other triangle.
What do you mean? So there's only every second triangle of so they've they've spaced out a bit more.
Yeah.
So they've kind of bloody hell. So even like sort of to avoid any injury or people suing them, they've actually had to space out.
No, it's not.
Space out the things.
To charge the same money but give you less chocolate. That's the only reason why.
Bloody hell. Sorry, Dave, what you're saying there, it's all very physical, but at least it avoids the gym. That's very true, mate. Ice lollies as well. I don't know, are confectionery getting smaller, do you think?
I went up, I bought a packet of what I thought were chalk ices. And there was chocolate ice cream on a stick. And they were teeny.
Yeah.
Mind you, they were cheap, so.
Thing is though, chocolate, I mean, when you think about it now, it's probably never been cheaper. You know, you go into Morrison's and you get a packet, is it 3 or 4 I think it is, for like a quid. Dime bars, I was actually arguing with somebody,
10 years ago.
I was arguing with somebody yesterday about dime bars. I was in IKEA, what day was it, last week I think it was, and I only go to IKEA for 2 things, and one of them's meatballs. And you had this big packet of what were like basically mini dime bars, but they're called dame bars.
Yeah.
And somebody says to me, no, they are dime bars. I goes, no, they taste the same as dime bars, but they're not dime bars. No, they are dime bars. So are they the same? So is that right? So they've changed the name?
Yeah.
Why?
Years ago.
Why the bloody hell?
Because they're sold all over Europe and they're known as Dame everywhere.
Is that right? Yeah. So even...
It's like why they changed marathon bars became
Snickers and Starburst.
And Opal Fruits. Still Opal Fruits.
Stop messing with our confectionery. Honestly, what's that all about?
We want our sweeties.
Spangles, eh? You remember Spangles?
Oh, lovely.
What was it? They were always the one that you...
Old English flavours.
How you doing, Adam?
And you never knew what you were going to get.
Adam's saying, evening to Alan's mate. Listen, mate, he's not my mate. I don't know where he comes from. He fucking turns up at the door. And the old Harry Enfield ads for Dime. I can't remember that. I've actually been watching a lot of Harry Enfield. See some of the, is it the Turnley Warmer? They're absolutely brilliant.
Women,
They're just,
remind
know
me.
your place. Have you seen the one when they're sitting round the, it's like the Victorians and they're sitting round having a sort of chatting over cigars and port, etc. And they're talking about politics. And then, what was it?
I'll have to give you. Do you remember Ripping Yarns, Michael Peeling? I'll give you the DVD.
I
Give you
remember.
one of the DVD. It's just reminded me of one. Of
Ripping Yarns. I don't remember that one. Who was in that?
Michael Peeling.
Was it? I can't. Was that a comedy?
Yeah.
Can't remember that. But anyway, let's to get back on topic. Gaming related stuff. I think we have got a few. We're not going to be doing this for too long, guys. Like I say, we're just winging it. There's a bloke at work who we've called Charlie Charles for years because of Chumley Warner. But honestly, I've been watching a lot of, is it Harry and Paul?
Yeah.
And I just absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. Have you seen the what do you call it? It's a piss take of Bono and the Edge. The Edge is in the flat and what's his face? Well, Harry Enfield's he's
I
Bono.
haven't seen that one.
And he's like,
I did like the Vic Reeves doing Slade. Did you see that?
No.
Ah, it is they're just exactly like Slade, but they all live in a house together in the 70s with all the glam.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
what was I talking about? I was talking about the Harry Enfield thing. I'm not even going to try and tell you what it was about. But I've got all. I managed to find a lot of stuff on YouTube. Anyway, so I've got some questions.
Right.
Dude, I'm going to nick away for 2 seconds. I'm not a big fan of
Right,
it.
so I've got to keep my.
You can dance or something. Back in 2 seconds.
So it's just abandoned me. I've no idea. And I'm out of coffee, so I'm gonna have a. Right, they've definitely got thinner, and they're a wee bit concave. They used to be.
Christ, just you wire into my bloody. You wire into my. My Jaffa
Look at
cakes.
that's definitely concave. It used to be concave.
No, it's definitely less filling. I'll go for you guys one if you want, but anyway, right, I'll get in for questions. Tell you what, when Dave's looking for that, excuse me a wee second.
Just on the Edinburgh Retro about that.
Alright. One of, what was I going to say? One of my mates that goes to the computer club, he's, Dave, you know him. He's got a good YouTube channel. He's in the process of moving house. And he's just been selling everything. And of course I'm trying to kind of cut down on my stuff, but you know me, I can't turn down a...
Addict.
What's that?
You're an addict.
I am actually, so I managed to...
Retro games.
He's kind of... how you doing, Steve? What was I going to say? Dave's basically getting rid of everything, so he's selling all this stuff. So he says, do you want a box full of PlayStation 2 games for £10? So I have got absolutely no idea. I've got this lot for 10 quid. I'm just going to run through them. I'm not going to do boxed in complete bollocks. I couldn't give two shits whether there's instructions. Lord of the Rings. Knockout Kings 2002. I did actually play that on the Xbox. That's actually quite a good game. What the hell? David Beckham Soccer, for the love of God.
That's not David Beckham, that's some bull bloke.
It is. That's me actually, that is. Apart for the beard, apart for the dyed beard.
Another bull
FIFA
bloke.
2000, what's that?
Another bold bloke on YouTube.
FIFA 2007. How you doing, Stevie Paperboy? Thanks for joining me, mate. I'm thinking there's going to be lots of football games. Bloody hell. 2002 World Cup. Midnight Club 2. Is that pish or not? I think Midnight. I'm sure I had the original of that on the Xbox, I think it was.
It's a film I want to watch again. I haven't seen it for years. It's Midnight Express. It's the one about the bloke in the Turkish jail.
No, I've never seen that one. FIFA 2003. I'm hoping that one day that these FIFAs, because they're so pish, well, the games themselves aren't pish. There's just literally so many of them that I'm sure at one point they will become worth a fortune. We can hope. FIFA Street. Bloody hell, wrestling in FIFA. Deary me. So far we're still looking for a good game. Road Trip Adventure. More than a race, this is a racing adventure. Oh, dearie me. I've seen it all now, mate. Neil.
What?
Crazy Fog Racer. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Have you watched Jeb?
I have, absolutely fantastic. But you know what, before I forget, Neil was up a couple of weeks ago, last week, whatever it was. How you doing, Rick? Where are you actually, I was going to say, where are you phoning in from? Where are you actually based out, Rick? You're saying across the pond. So technically it could be in Rossi or something, couldn't it?
Yeah.
You could be. What was I going to say? Yeah, we're just kind of sitting, noodling, looking at different YouTube videos, channels. And there's one called Jeb. When
Jeb T Sausage Freak.
Aye, and it's a, what is it? It's a CGI. What is it?
Yeah.
So it's one guy.
Started off one guy, he's an animator, and did it just as a laugh, and he's started doing lots and lots of them. So he's on Patreon, backing on Patreon.
Yeah. How many? He's not made any videos for a while, though, has he?
He's making more, but I've been phoning him for about 15 years, or maybe 10 years. Well, more than 10 years, and he's made about 40. So.
Aye. I mean, these videos that he puts out, they're kind of what, they're maybe 3-4 minutes in length, but
some of them are just 20 seconds.
Aye.
So.
I mean, the quality. When I say quality, the animation is second to none. I mean, I would say it's up there with Pixar. It's absolutely phenomenal. I'm assuming he does that for a job.
Yeah.
He must work for like Pixar or something. But the humour of this thing is just. I mean, I've been absolutely pissing myself. Some of them. It's the actual comedy. The animation's the sort of secondary part, but the actual comedy is superb. But what's it called again? Jeb. What's it called again?
Jeb's Jobs.
Jeb. No, what's it called? Sausage or something?
Jeb T Sausage Freak.
Jeb T Sausage Freak. Go and check it out.
Oh, just search
How you doing,
Jeb's
Alex?
Jobs.
Thanks for joining me, mate. Victorious Boxers. That's going to be one that's not shite. What else have we got? LMA Manager 2007. San Andreas. Oh, that's actually for the Xbox. I might actually have that game. Red Dead Redemption thing. Peter Jackson's King Kong. Another wrestling game. FIFA game. Bloody hell. I think I've been conned with paying 10 quid for this. To be fair, I didn't even look to see. Wait we go, there's a quality game. Hitman 2. True Crime. Never actually played that. Is that the one that's set in London, I think? Yeah, I think it is. I've actually always fancied playing that one. The Sims.
Take it into the sex shop, they might get rid of them.
This is a true story. A guy that I used to work with, he says to me, he says, you're into these computer games. And I went, aye. I says, why are you asking? And he basically he says his son had this big boxy PlayStation games. And he said, if I wanted to take them and trade them in or sell them on eBay, I would get half the money. So this guy came in with a box, and I shit you not, there was must have been about 60 to 70 PlayStation games. And I took it down to, what was it called? It wasn't a game. Game Station? Was it Game Station? I think it was called Game Station. And do you know how much they were going to give me for 70 games? This is without a word of a lie.
£2.50.
No, it was about 7. I think it was 6 quid. £6 for about 70 games. You're like, fucking hell. Football, wrestling, football. Oh, dearie me. Dave, I've still got my receipt, mate. I'll be coming knocking. Football, Matrix, Path of Neo. Ah, wait a minute. Ah, hang on. Predator. That's going to be quite a good game, surely. What's that? I noticed there's a Predator film coming out. Is that? Is it just? Is it?
I've just seen the adverts before YouTube videos. That's it.
So is it? Is it the original Predator re-release for the cinema, or is it a brand new Predator? Does anybody know?
It's a brand new one, I think.
Is it?
I've seen clips of it.
That means it's going to be shite then, eh?
I don't know.
Is it, Dave? Path of Neo isn't pish. Oh well, that's good. State of Emergency. I think that's quite a good game actually. Metal Gear Solid. That's cutscene central. I did actually buy that. And Total Club Manager 2004.
I honestly think the best football game ever
was that?
Best football game ever was Sensible Soccer.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Right, anyway, that's my pickups. Yeah, 3 or 4 decent games. Right, questions. Have we got some questions from the panel?
Still chuffed with this tablet. It's cheapy Asus one, but half the price of what the wee spotty Herbert and Curry's wanted me to pay. Sorry, he didn't want me to buy this one because apparently this one doesn't take an SD card.
I think we've got a few questions there.
Yeah. Right, from Panther UK.
That's Chris.
Going on what you know now, if you could go back in time, would you still get a Commodore 64, or would you choose a Spectrum 48K or the Amstrad CPC 464 instead? And why would you choose a system you'd have?
Hey, bloody hell. So I'm just reading Dave's comment. Was this guy you bought off going for his man? And he's actually a good mate. He's a bloody ex-mate, I think, Dave. I'll be having a word with him. Would I... So, I was a C64 man. Would I change, knowing what I know now, would I change what I had? Don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I still stand by that the Commodore 64 was a fantastic machine. Back then, I remember my mate had a Spectrum, and comparing a Commodore game, a Spectrum, I always thought the Spectrum looked like a toy. It was like blurry graphics, 3 colours, it just looked like a toy. But having now owned a Spectrum for a good number of years, it's an absolutely awesome machine. Yeah, graphically, it lacks colour, it lacks sound. But I would, if I was to pick any of them, I would still go for the Commodore 64. But the Spectrum is an absolute awesome machine. You didn't have any of them, did you?
No. I had a ZX81 and a Computer's Lynx. That had about which had about 5 games. I've still got it.
You keep saying you're going to bloody dig that out, and we're going to do an unboxing.
See if it switches on.
Computers, that was a plain words, was it? Computers,
yeah, it was from Cambridge. So.
Ah, right, okay, yeah.
And that one on YouTube, not YouTube, eBay, still trying to flog it for 600 quid. So, and it's not even got the label, and it's not in the original packaging.
Nah, there's some. I mean, I've not bought anything on eBay for a long time, but I think you had a look, and the guy was selling like a Spectrum toast rack for about 400 quid.
Yeah, I think he had a couple of rare MSXs, but he was just kicking the arse out of it. So.
But the thing is, I think the fact that somebody charges an obscene amount of money for something, there will be people that will look at that and go, oh, 400, that must be something that's rare. Yeah. Maybe they think,
I've got one.
I've got that. Aye. They might think, wait a minute, here's a Spectrum for 80 quid, but this one's 400 quid. Oh, I've got money, I'll buy it.
I've been watching that advert for about the last 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
It still keeps coming on.
Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, Specky forever for me. Yeah, you're a Specky fan, Dave. I must admit, mate. I didn't when I was younger. My mate used to come up to the house, and we would both play the Commodore 64. But then when I went to his house, he would be sitting playing like Jetpack or whatever, you know, Night and he'd go, "Do you want a shot?" And I could not use keys. Did you have to use keys here? Or did I have a joystick?
Like a joystick.
Did it? Aye,
Plugged
aye.
in the back.
So I just never ever wanted to play the Spectrum. But
Creaky
looking,
Point Master joystick, if you remember that.
see the worst ever. In fact, I don't know if I've got it in that drawer. Don't know. The worst joystick ever that was for a computer was for the BBC. It was like an analog, and it's just this little kind of lever thing. It's absolutely atrocious.
I
You've
might
tried.
have one of them.
I've got. I think you
Is
actually
it
get.
CH?
I don't know. You actually get two. It's like one cable, and you've got the two joysticks. They're
Oh
bloody
no,
horrendous.
I had the CH one. It was I picked it up. Actually picked it up at a jumble sale. I've still got it up in the loft somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bit of a hoarder. I made it fits perfectly into.
Is that yours or mine?
It's yours.
Is it?
Fits perfectly into the game port on the old PCs.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I made an adapter to use it on the Amiga as well, so I was having. But the trouble is, there was hardly any games supported analog input on the Amiga. So.
But trying to play a Jetpack on the BBC using an analog controls like it's hopeless. So what Dave's saying, I would love a toast rack. You know what, Dave? I think it was one of these last bargains. It was maybe 3 years ago. I went onto Gumtree. I mean, eBay. I don't think you can't get bargains anymore. I went onto Gumtree, and there was a guy selling. It was a Spectrum 128 toast rack, plus I think there was two 48K machines, and how much was it? 60 quid he wanted for it. So I ran through. I didn't literally run. How you doing, Mr. Lacosa? I suppose Revs. That would probably be one of the few games that would actually work. What was I talking about? Yeah, so I went through to see this guy, and basically the guy was about 60-year-old, and it was his daughter's computers. She had since gone to university, and he was selling them for 60 quid. And even back then, I think the toast racks were going for over 100 quid. And I did feel a wee bit guilty for about 0.2 of a second. And I gave him his 60 quid for like 3 computers. I don't even use the thing. I mean, I've got one of these, it's called the Spectrum. No, it's not the Spectrum Next, it's called just Specky. It's basically like a recreated Spectrum. It's got the SD card thing built in, it's got like a joystick port and that kind of stuff. So, what are you actually doing?
I'm just going through that.
Oh, right. So go read out a few. This is a guy on eBay that is just ripping the
He's
arse
got
out
a
of prices.
brilliant collection of rare computers I'd love. Auric Atmos.
How much? Ian got one of them. One of my mates got an Auric Atmos for about 80 quid. How much is he wanting for it?
$299. Sam Coupe.
Yep. Okay, Sam Coupe. Let me guess, 300-400 quid.
995.
995 quid for a Sam Coupe.
Jupiter Ace.
Now they go for a lot of money. Jupiter Ace, I'm guessing, I don't know, 400 quid.
800.
800, you need to talk up.
800.
800.
Rare vintage Acorn BBC Model B microcomputer.
No, nice. So he's got, right, that's the one that I got for about 60 quid. 400.
299.
Oh, that's a bargain.
Atari 800.
I see, that's my favourite one. Yeah, Atari Falcon will go for silly money because they're rare. Atari 800, we're talking about the big tank one.
Yeah.
The one that weighs about 4 kilograms.
Yeah. Mint.
Mint, I don't know, 800 quid.
499.
So that's a bargain.
You can't retire on that.
Sorry, Lacosa's saying I had the chance to buy a Jupiter Ace for 75 quid. Stupidly turned it down. You know what? That's a topic for another waffle. Have you? In fact, Neil, there's a question for you. Have you ever?
What?
Did you have the chance to buy stuff back in the day and goes nah, and then you think, fuck, I wish I'd bought it.
Yeah. Oh. We're all wrong.
I mean,
hindsight's 2020.
I mean, I've got. Let me have a wee look. I'm just going to. Let's see. I'm looking at my. Maybe actually taken. There we go. There we go. Perfect. perfect example. Vectrex. A Vectrex game. That probably goes for about 50 quid. Vectrex games holder. Oh, I'm just waiting for me to come back in the shop. There's a bit of delay by the way, guys. Like this goes for this probably sells for about 50 quid. Back in whenever it was £2.95
Wow.
from Woolworth, no less. £2.95. So just think you could have gone in. You could have gone into Woolworths and bought the entire collection for probably about 20 quid or something. So yeah, it's you know what, it's one of these things. Back then, it's like now you can buy. Well, perfect example. Ugh. That game there is obviously completely shit. It's absolutely worthless. In 30 years' time, that might be worth a lot of money. And you'll go, well, it probably won't. Probably a bad example, but the point I'm trying to make is nobody wants that. In 30 years' time, that might be worth a lot of money, and you'll go, fuck, I wish I'd taken that game that Alan gave me for fuck all, you know what I mean? So
I mean, especially now with all these chains and shops selling it's closing down.
aye.
I mean, I remember, well, it was where Woolies was always cheap stuff. One Christmas, I was wondering, what should I buy friends for Christmas? So I just went in and they had a look. You remember Bros, the band?
No.
When
Gonna sing that again?
No.
I'm ripping this shit out, you sorry mate, yeah.
They had a big bin of all their albums going for £1 each. So I bought 10 of them and sent them to everybody for Christmas. Anyway.
Aye. But so let's looking at what's Dave saying, I still remember buying Speggy games from Boots, the chemist, I know. Aye, I must admit, I would love to, I think I did do a topic one time about if you could go back for one particular week in one particular year, where would you go? I would love to go back to an original computer shop where people, all the geeks, were sitting using computers. I'd love to just go back and sample that just for a short time. So anyway, listen, Chris, thank you very much for the question. I think we've done that one. What about actually you can't answer it. Just a quick one. I did actually pick up an Amstrad monitor, colour monitor, last week. This is the guy that's trying to. Aye, it works a treat. Bloody hell. Ox is saying aye, but you went into Boots intending to buy a packet of blobs. Blobs were like the best sweeties ever. What was the flavours?
No. Blobs is slang for a condom.
Right, well see, that's why I'm Mr. Naive. Blobs, the sweeties. I've never heard that one before.
No.
Seriously, that's what they're called?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, it's news to me. So I was thinking, I'm innocent, I'm thinking blobs, the sweeties. Anyway, globs of sweets. What flavours was there? Was there not like
very salty? Yeah.
No. They were like. I'm sure wasn't it custard? What was it? Strawberries and cream. Strawberries and cream blobs.
I'm not thinking of Mojos.
They're ringing them back. No. Blobs are like. They were kind of. What was it? They were like round. And they had they had the same kind of texture like a spangle, but they had like sort of creamy stuff in the middle. No, remember them? Then you kid on that you're too young to remember. You're not as old as me. Well, maybe not quite, but
I think you got 3 months on me or something like that.
Nah, I don't want to know what blob stands for in Bristol. See, I'm just innocent, obviously. Anyway, right, so question wise, anything else?
So down the rabbit hole.
That's Kev. Thanks, Kev.
Right, first, if you really wanted a game but then heard rumours from collectors that the game is actually not so great, would it change your mind about looking for it?
Say that again, sorry, if you're looking for a particular game.
If you really wanted a game but you heard rumours from collectors that the game was crap, would you change your mind about looking for it? Basically, are you completist? Do you want to complete
right.
Or do you even collect, or if you a crap game, you still go after it?
I think, see the thing is though, I'm not a collector, I'm a gamer, I play games. I don't, as I've always said, and it's maybe because I'm Scottish, if I've got the chance of buying a game for boxed and complete for 20 quid or on its own for a fiver, I would always just take the fiver. I'm not interested, I couldn't give two shits if it's boxed and complete.
What about
But-
signed by the programmer?
Nah, see that doesn't. Nah, because then it would be 50 quid. I'd still take the fiver, the one at 5 quid. I think, I mean, I can't really comment too much because I'm not a collector, but I think people who are collectors, they buy games not because the game's any good. It's like lots of things. It's like, things that are shit. I mean, the Jupiter Ace was a pile of wank,
That was great.
but it goes
Fourth.
for, well, fourth, but it's still a shitty computer. So what I'm trying to say is, things that become collectible aren't necessarily good. I mean, how's it going? Alright, Mr. Novabug. What was I going to say? Aye, what we're talking about collecting. So I mean, one of the some of the rarest games, the most collectible games that you get are not necessarily good. So to answer Kev's question, if I was a collector, the fact that a game was shit, I don't think it would put me off, because as you say, you're going for the full collection. And if it was a game I wanted to play, then I would probably know all about it. So I don't think it would put me off. Now, I know Kev's usually got kind of 5 or 6 questions in it.
He's got 3.
3? Oh, not too bad.
Second, have you ever seen the film Viva Amiga?
Have I? What's that about? Have you seen it?
I assume it's about Amigas.
Possibly. Why would you think that?
'Cause of the name.
Viva Amiga. I don't know. Kev, well, I'm asking Kev. Kev's obviously not tuning in because he'll be in his bed at this point.
Well, I'll go to Iron.
How you doing, Chris? You okay, mate? Viva, bring it up. I've seen. I mean, there's a few Amiga films I've seen. There was one that was brought out with the same guys that did Bedroom Stabbillions, and it was based on the Amiga. Then there was also one which was actually real interesting, and it was what was the name of the place that made the Amiga? It was basically the sort of head office.
Oh,
wherever it
I
was.
haven't seen it.
What's this called? Viva Amiga.
217. I thought it was kind of a documentary.
No, I haven't seen that. What does it actually say?
In a world of green on black, they dared to dream in colour. 1985. An upstart team of Silicon Valley mavericks created a miracle. The Amiga computer. A machine made for creativity, for games, for art, for expression. Breaking from blah 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 blah.
Is that a true story? Is it all about the guys that made it? No. Because I did see one, and it was basically exactly that. It was talking to all the guys, like J Minor and all these guys.
It's all himself.
Aye. I might have seen it, Kev. I'm not too sure. I've certainly seen quite a
It
few.
was only out last year, so.
Aye, I might have seen it. There was one which was excellent, and it was basically I think it was like the very very last day, in this factory where they made the Amiga, and the boy was going down with a kind of camcorder and talking to everybody. It was actually quite sad actually when you see it. What's Chris saying? Did you know the Commodore 64 made an appearance in Red Dwarf? It's used as a prop in the drive room in the episode Confidence and Paranoia. Now,
Commodore 64s are in the bridge as well.
you know what? I put my hand up. I have never ever seen. Hang on a second, Archie, get away from that stand! Don't you dare knock it over, or I'll be taking you down to the vet and getting you put down. I've never actually seen a single episode of Red Dwarf.
What?
You know, hear me? I've never actually seen a single episode.
You're going to have to watch it.
Is it actually that good? Is it? I've watched it. I've watched clips. I thought it looks shit, but is it actually?
It's good.
Is it right? Well, what you know what I should maybe do? I'll put my hand up here and now, and I'll say I am going to. I'll watch an episode. In fact, I'll watch the one that Chris is mentioning, Confidence and Paranoia. I'll watch that, and I'll report back and tell you if it's shit or not. Call it a Main Meister minimalist review. I'll tell you if it's crap or not. I've seen clips of it,
Yeah.
and I thought that looks shit. But everybody that I know that raves about it, they say, yeah, well, essential viewing. I'll absolutely do that. I will watch one and I'll let you know.
I've never seen the film Titanic. I've never seen E.T. So.
E.T.'s actually not bad. Titanic's, but never seen big films that I've never seen. Never seen any of the Godfathers. Never watched Blade Runner.
Oh, Blade Runner's good.
Never watched Blade Runner. I started watching it and I got bored What other big films have I not seen? Not seen Scarface. I've not seen Raging Bull.
You're going through my DVD collection.
There's loads of big films. You know what? I've actually got a mate. In fact, it's Tony Temple, Mr. Missile Command Extraordinaire. He has never seen Star Wars. He says he's got no interest. He says he's heard so much about Star Wars that he's got no interest in seeing it. So there you go. But I will definitely watch. What's the best way to watch an episode of Red Dwarf? Have you got them? Can you give me?
I'll take what I've got.
Aye.
I'll give you a lot.
Got to say, I'm actually gutted. Terranium TV. I don't know if any of you chaps use it at all. It's a streaming app for Android. It's no more. I mean, it's been going for years and years and years. In fact, it was quite funny because I put it onto an Amazon Fire Stick, and I was taking it through to a friend in Glasgow. And the day, I think was it Tuesday last week, or this week I should say, and the day I got there, we put it on the telly, and it came up this message saying, just to let you know that I'm no longer going to be Terranium TV as of today is no more.
I remember when I first got an Android tablet, there was an app called Crackle.
Crackle?
Yeah. It was kind of B-grade films, but there were some good 80s films on it.
Mm-hmm,
They were classics. And it was good to just sit back and watch something free. Then the ticket, now you can, I keep seeing links for it, but it says not available in your region. So I think Sony bought it and used it as then. It's just available in
Yeah, but that I'll definitely watch. If you can maybe send me a copy.
Yeah,
of,
sure. No
or
problem.
they're on YouTube. Can you get them on YouTube or that? Or?
Probably, but crap quality.
Well, you can give me you can give me the details.
I've got them on my server.
Best episodes of Red Dwarf, Polymorph, White Hole, Back to Reality, Rimmer World. I'm not asking, is that an episode of something? Is that one of the adult films?
No, that's an episode.
What's that?
That's an episode of Red Dwarf.
Right. Anyway, that was number 2 from Kev. Has he got a third one?
Finally, has there been a classic game that had a feature you didn't know about until recently?
A classic game that's got a feature.
Yeah, like the second level
Second level in most games in that case. Classic game that's got a feature. I can't think of anything. Like an Easter egg or something, or yeah. I mean, I'm bloody naff at most games at enough. So I mean, I dare say there's probably special moves or something in games that I've never actually pulled off. But can you think of anything?
Not of old games. I'm kind of been addicted to playing World of Warships at the moment.
Oh, yeah, is that the kind of battleship?
Yeah.
The battleship thing. What is that on? Is that on?
PC.
Is it on PC? Yeah.
And I just watched a couple of YouTube videos and I thought, that makes sense. So now I can kill people.
Must admit, I've not been playing. Hang on, what's Dave saying? Renegade level skip. For me, only found out a few years ago. Is that in the Spectrum, Dave? How do you skip? How you doing, Shocks? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Gunmen of the Apocalypse. By far, right? Okay, you're all talking. This is all. I really need to watch Red Dwarf and tell you if it's rubbish or not. Renegade. It's funny. Renegade is an absolutely cracking game. Have you played Renegade in the Spectrum at all? No.
I was never really. I was always somebody else's Spectrum I was playing.
Yeah. Got to say, just press. What's that? Press a key. Just press a key. Any key at all. Really. Renegade. I've got to say now, Crystal backed me in this. When I say I'm not a fan of the Amstrad, it's just because I've never really played it very much. But Renegade on the Amstrad is an absolute awesome conversion. The graphics, the colour palette, superb, and it's good in the Spectrum as well. So it's just literally one button. Interesting. That's the thing that I always think about. Maybe it's just my age, but I've got so many games, as you can probably see up there, and I'm one of these guys. I get to a certain point in the game and I can't get past it, and I just give up. I do. I just
throw the joystick.
You know what? Yeah, I mean the game that really killed it for me was BioShock Infinity, I think it was, and apparently it is the last level that I'm on. You're on this big hot air balloon thing, whatever it's called. What's the official Zeppelin. Is that
Blimp.
Zeppelin they call it?
Blimp.
Blimp. You think he blobs again? I don't know. Yeah, you're on this spaceship. You're on this bloody balloon thing, and you start the level, and you're basically trying to protect this core thing from getting hammered with all these people. And I can play it for maybe 10, 15 minutes, and then I die.
It's
And then I start 10, 15 minutes, and then I die. And I've just done it so many times. I'm just like,
it's
ah,
there's a
fuck
lot
off,
of
I
games
can't
like
be
that
arsed with
I've
that.
just given up on.
You just, yeah.
It's I play games to enjoy myself, to pass the time. I can understand people wanting the challenge, and I've got to do this, I've got to do
I
this.
say, I've got mates that
But,
they complete games, they get every unlockable and all that kind of shit.
I mean, I've got a friend, she plays games on Steam, and she's got to get every achievement on Steam. And, I mean, I've got hundreds of games on Steam, and I'm thinking about level 12, because I'll play them maybe for, what, half an hour, and I buy a lot on Humble Bundle for cheap.
yeah.
But if I play the game for half an hour and I like it, I'll play it quite a bit.
Yeah,
But, chances are I won't.
that's the thing though. I mean, I'm exact. You hit the nail on the head there, Neil. Games are meant to be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sitting playing a game and I'm like, this is fucking pish.
Yeah.
I'll just switch it off. You know what I mean?
I'll happily play Doom on the wimpyish level. Just to
Aye.
go out and shoot things.
Yeah, sorry, Shock's saying the same thing. Aye, that Bioshock Infinite stuff that. I mean, it's the very, very end level. But I just played it so many times. I'm thinking, right, I give up. Totally give up. The fact we've got a few more people in now, we're actually, me, Neil, and Dave are actually discussing Jaffa cakes. That is definitely smaller.
It's thinner.
100%
It's
smaller.
not smaller, it's thinner.
Well, it's thinner and it's smaller though.
I don't get smaller.
That's a lot smaller looking.
No, I don't think it's
They're
smaller.
usually about that size.
No.
I don't know.
No, you're thinking of wagon wheels.
I'm not thinking of wagon
They
wheels.
were always that size.
You think so? What do you think, guys? That is definitely smaller.
I can't see it on the screen yet.
Bioforge. Oh, Bioforge. I remember that game. That was one of the first really impressive games on the PC. I remember that one. Tomb Raider just came out. It's digital deluxe version. What? $79.99. You know what? That's I've seen that. I mean, if you go into the Jaffa Cake Challenge, Dave, I don't think I want to know that.
No.
Sorry, Ox has just said, fuck that, I'm not paying £80 for a game, but it's hidden it because he's swearing. I really need to bring a moderator in to kick people out.
$2.99 for a your ZX81 cassette.
Now what are we talking about? Yeah, sorry. If you go into the PlayStation store, and just exactly what Ox is saying there, VR Revolution I should say, you can buy like, the games are £80. If you want this extra thing, £80.
I mean, the
Like,
new
fucking hell.
Civilization came out. I remember buying the first Civilization. It was groundbreaking. It was brilliant. I got it on the Amiga.
Aye.
Loved it. Played the hell out of it. I got the last Civ. I didn't buy it new because it was stupidly expensive. The new one came out and it was about £50. No. I love the game.
Yeah. See,
But I'm not paying that just for the name.
See, when you, and this is, I'm kind of arguing myself here, when you actually think about it, we were paying, I used to pay about, how much was an Amiga game when it was, I think it's about 30.
About $14.99.
14?
Yeah.
Nah,
Well, it depends
they're
what
more
level
than
you
that. They're more than that. I think
Some,
they're about,
the really expensive
They're-
ones were $29.99.
aye, about £30. So you're talking what, 1987, a game was £30. Back in 1987, I was on about, what was I earning? I was on about £4,000 a year. I was paying £30. I'm on a wee bit more than £4,000 now. But pound for pound, I mean, I don't know, 30 quid would probably be, what, about £100 now? And it's like the spectrum, the people, people moan about the price of a PlayStation 4, 350 quid. But if you actually take the price of, I mean, a Spectrum 48K, I don't know what it was, 150 quid back in 1982. That was probably about the same price. And look at what you're getting. Look at what you're getting. Look at what you're getting now, as you know, compared to a Spectrum.
No, I'm sure it's usually about $14.99 for a game on an Amiga.
No, I'll stand. You want me to go and get a magazine? I think back in a tick.
Yeah.
Back in a tick. We shall have a look. Right. Jax, come on. Almost tripping over the dog. Right. Okay. Right, here we go, delve into my huge lodge of gaming magazines. Here we go, we have got Amiga CU.
CU, Amiga.
CU, or CU Jimmy, that's the Scottish version. You know one thing that was interesting when I was flicking through that, the number of adverts. I mean, adverts. That's fair enough. It's just adverts. It's just non-stop adverts. Right, anyway, let's have a look at prices of games. I mean, look at it. I can't even. Can you read them?
$189 for a monitor.
Alright, wait a minute, right. So this guy, there we go, right. I can't read them, so you're going to have to read them.
I'll take my glasses off.
There you go. So this came out, what year was that? It came out, the CD32 was out, so that was probably, I don't know, about 1994, 95. So give us a few prices of some games. I'm sure they're about 30. Well, there's software there.
Yeah,
About 30 quid or something.
yeah, it's kind of video production software, music software.
Was there no games in that one?
F1, was it Gunship 2000? I did buy that because it was a good game.
Gunship 2000, my mate used to play it.
$24.99. Yeah, that was an expensive one.
Yeah.
Lemmings 2, £18.90. Sensible Soccer, £15.95.
I think that was more, I think that had been out for quite a while at that point, but...
Wing Commander, £19.49.
So can you, I'm sure it was about 20, I'm sure it was about 20, 30 quid.
$15.99 for Zool.
Nah, fair enough. But still a lot of money. I mean, that, you know, pound for pound, that was probably, I don't know, 40, 50 quid. And look at what you're getting.
$14.99 in 1990 then is now £32.39.
How much? 15 quid, so it's about double.
Yeah.
It's about double. So yeah, I mean, you're paying aye, 25 quid was a year's wage in a paper round. I remember doing a guy's paper round. I didn't have one paper round, but one of the well, it was my mum and dad's paper boy, and he was going on holiday and asked me if I wanted to do his paper round. I think I got something like 3 quid, and I was out for hours and hours and hours. Did you ever do a paper round? No. No, it was yeah. There's definitely easier ways of making money, but.
Amos. I used to love playing with Amos. That was great.
Oh, sorry, I thought I was.
Sorry.
I thought it was a guy's name there.
And he got operating.
Right. I remember that. Yeah. What about Blitz Basic? That was Blitz Basic was quite a good bit of software for the Amiga. I'm sure there was quite a few. What was that game? What was that game? It was a racing game again. What was it called? I can't even bloody remember it. No. You weren't an Amiga man, were you, back in the day, were you?
I was.
Were you? I can't remember the name of it. It was actually written in Blitz Basic. I mean, there were some amazing games that came out. So just looking through the race driving. What was it called? It was written by Acid Software. What was it called again? And what was interesting, Amiga Power, Amiga Power, they actually gave you, they had a floppy disk and they had a demo, and me and my mate played this demo. I think I had 2 tracks, and we played this demo non-stop, absolutely non-stop.
Lotus?
No, it was like Super Sprint. What was it called again? Ah, bloody hell. See, as I'm getting older, trying to recollect things. skid marks. Hey, sorry, Mister. Yeah, well, it wasn't. I think it was just called skid marks, and then I think no, it was skid marks. I think it came out in the Amiga. I think they brought out a sequel called Super Skid Marks, and it also came out in the Mega Drive. Yeah, skid marks, awesome. Me and my mate played this demo non-stop. It was just superb.
Just look at some of the titles in here. 5-star quality software over 3,000 discs, 99p a disc. We've got something. We've got a disc called Arsewipe. Safe sex demo.
That was, I always remember getting my very first emulator. It was a Spectrum emulator, and it was like 2 discs, and you got Arena games. I think it only played about like 50% of the speed, like Nitro, and it was slow motion. So I'm just looking down the comments there. Ox is saying I had less original games for the Amiga than any other platform I've owned. Didn't bear well for the systems. That's the thing, you know. I refer to it as PlayStation syndrome, whereby you had the chance of getting all these games for free. I mean, I used to, when there was an open air market, you'll remember it, Ingliston Market.
No, I went to the Barrows in Glasgow.
Did you go? Were you near it in Glasgow? Yeah, Ingliston Market was an open air market quite close to where I was, and they used to sell Amiga games, and it was like, I think it was £5 for one game, or like a 2-disc game was like £7. And you know, I used to go there every Sunday, and my mate, he would go, the pair of us would go, and we'd spend maybe 30-40 quid between us. And then you'd pirate them all, and it was just one of these things, you just couldn't say no. It's like, well, I've got all these blank discs, and it's like, do you want a copy of that game? I'll never play it, but fuck it, I may as well take it because I'm getting it for free. And that happened to the PlayStation, and that's what killed. That's what killed the.
It's when we grew up at school, everybody was swapping the Wii C12 they got from.
See, I'd left school at that point, so see when people talk about swapping games in the playground, I was working at that point. But yeah, that.
What, did you leave after 4th year or something?
What's that?
Did you live after 4th year?
No, I'm older than you, mate. Remember?
Oh, not that.
Aye.
2 weeks, 2 months. Or
What age are you?
Same. I'm 50.
You 50?
Yeah.
Are you? Well, I'm 50 as well. I certainly didn't copy. I didn't swap games in the. That wasn't something I really spoke about at school, I must admit. I can't even remember what the hell I was talking about. But the PlayStation thing, PlayStation syndrome, that's what killed the Nintendo DS for me. I got one of these R4 cards, and then suddenly you had 200 games on one card, and you put a game on, you play it for 10 seconds, switch it off, play another game for 5 seconds, switch it off, and it killed the DS as a platform for me, you know. So definitely too much isn't always good. Varifocals, yeah. Is that you struggling to read?
Yeah. So you're the same with me.
You know what things? I wear contact lenses, and if I take them out, I can even read the SIM number on a micro SD card, a micro SIM card. Yeah. But when I've got my contact lenses in,
when you're trying with the FPV earlier on.
Aye. I can't see hee-haw. Yeah. What's Dave saying? What's the most you've ever paid back in the day for a game? I dropped £75 in Street Fighter 2 on the Super Famicom when it came out in Japan. Pretty popular that year. You know what, Dave? I always remember, I didn't own a SNES, but I always remember seeing it was a Computer and Video Games reviewed it. And yeah, £75 was it wasn't a lot of money, it was a shit lot of money. But this was an arcade perfect game. People were still playing the bloody Spectrum and the whatever it was, the Commodore 64, and this was an arcade game for £75. So yeah, it was an imported game, wasn't it?
I was never really into consoles.
No, you've never really been into them. But I didn't get my SNES until much later on. So because of that, Dave, I didn't actually own a console until much later on. So I don't think I ever actually I never imported a game. There used to be a Kraken game shop down in Leith. What was it called again? Can't remember, but they used to sell. I used to love going in there, and it was just like row upon row walls.
Is that the top of Leith Walk?
Aye. It was a
Kind
Toby.
of opposite the Playhouse.
Yeah, kind of there. Oh, no. You're thinking of Silicon.
Aye.
Silicon.
Yeah.
Do you remember the adverts for Silicon? How you doing, Ian? Hey, you finally made a live stream. How you doing, Tony? And we've got wee Bob in as well. Excellent. We've got 14 people in. In fact, Tony, you might remember, what's the name of that video game shop in Leith? What was it called? It was the Blockbuster. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, I used to love going in there. You had like 40 quid in your back pocket and you'd go into the shop, and I says it was just row upon row of SNES games. Graphics, nah, it wasn't the graphics. I can't remember what it was called. I think it was Games Master. Or as you say, Tony, Games Naster. Yeah, that was a cracking. There was something really exciting about going into a shop. And I missed that. I missed the time going in and picking up a physical game. You had a limited supply of money. You had maybe 15 quid in your pocket. And you go, oh, do I buy that, or do I buy this, or do I buy 2 budget games? And you had to make a choice. When did you buy your games about when you?
Oh, usually down in Shawlands in Glasgow, or
Was it? Aye.
oh, but when I was in Edinburgh, I don't think I bought them. Probably W.H. Smith's in Princess Street or something
Was
like
it?
that, or John Menzies.
Yeah. Did you ever go into John Menzies in Princess Street?
Yeah,
You went in.
downstairs.
Yeah. And obviously John Menzies appeared in Trainspotting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you went into John Menzies, and as you went in the door, I always remember I had this kind of reflective kind of glass.
Yeah, at the top.
That's right, it was. Aye, and it kind of shone down, it kind of
So you can see yourself.
That's right, aye. You went into John Menzies, and I think the escalator was on the left, and as you went down to the bottom, the computer games. Well, before computer games, they had, it was all the I got pulled up for this. In one of my videos, I said they were LCD. They weren't what was it? LED.
The
It
game
was like the phosphorus. No, you remember like Astro Wars?
Yeah.
What were they called? It wasn't it LED.
VFD. Vacuum fluorescent.
Aye, that'd be it. Aye. They had a big wall. How you doing, George? They had a big wall of these LED games or whatever it was. Whatever the hell you just said there. I can't remember what you said.
VFD.
VFD. Anyway, video games, sort of grandstand type games. They had a big wall of that, and then when eventually computers came along, they had the computer back. Do you remember when you went downstairs to where the computers were? If you went right to the back wall, and you had the stairs, you had these like huge big, like album covers. I always remember Dire Straits. Was it Brother in Arms? You know, the sort of blue background with the guitar. They had these big kind of albums, sort of posters. You know, remember that?
Vaguely.
No, remember that? No.
Brother knows. I think I left Edinburgh about 88. I think. Or, no, 87. I left Edinburgh. So.
Aye, that was my very first. What was your very first CD?
I
When
bought
did you? 2
CDs for my first ones. One was Kate Bush, Hounds of Love. And the other was
I'm all about Kate Bush.
Jethro Tull, Under Wraps.
When was that?
Christ, that'd be about 85, I think.
85, really? Did you have a CD?
Yeah, I got one really early because I did well in Mowgli. So.
Aye, very good. No, I didn't get. I can't even remember when I first got my.
I've still got the same CD player, so I don't know if it works. Because my hi-fi's been in the loft.
George
for
loves the
20
bush.
years.
Don't we all, mate? Wee Bob saying my very first CD that I can properly remember was Natalie Imbruglia Torn. Oh, Natalie Imbruglia. What is it? Is it like these go? Aye, lovely.
Bart Simpson do the Bart. My first vinyl was the soundtrack to the film Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
What was?
My first vinyl.
Bed knobs? What the Disney thing?
Yeah.
It was really aye.
I was about 4.
Well, I think I had mine was a Disney thing. My very, very first CD that I bought was Stop Hammer Time. I think it was a CD single or something they called it. Matron!
My first single I ever bought was, I think it was AC/DC.
No, see, that's quality. My first single was No More Heroes by the Stranglers.
Oh, that's quality.
That was good. That's still a cracking. Still a crack. Have you ever seen the Stranglers?
Yeah, got
Live.
chucked out of the players.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you know? I've seen them. No, you didn't come with me. It was a couple of other guys. I saw them at Dunfermline. They were good.
I was reading, was it Jet Black's 80?
Is that the? Is
Drummer.
he the? He's a drummer. 80 years. I mean, he must have been about. He must have been about what 50 years old. I think it was when he was in the group. 80 years old. Almost as old as Mick Jagger.
No. I think the classic one I remember when I was at uni, I was the social secretary, and we booked the Damned for the Freshers' Ball.
The Damned, really, aye.
And it was Rat Scabies who was doing the all the financials. Had to get the student union accounts guy, guy in a suit.
Yeah.
To make out a cheque to a Mr. Rat Scabies.
Get a song that I absolutely love. So I'm just laughing at some of the that really dates you. Dave's first CD was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles official movie single. Vanilla Ice, bloody hell. No Limits, Too Unlimited. That's not a bad song actually. I must admit. Take Up, so it's scrolling down there. I
love
loved
the
it.
first record in the 70s. You're too young. Yep.
Partners in Crime with a K.
Oh, the Turtles. I liked when the two singers from the Turtles went and joined Frank Zappa. That was great.
You know, one thing I miss as well, apart from vinyl, I know vinyl's back out, and apparently an album's about 20 quid now you buy. I suppose, yeah, they are getting made in smaller things, but you know what I used to love? Oh, sorry, Ian, you're definitely old, mate. Your first single was Temptation by the Everly Brothers.
I remember going into Tower Records in Glasgow when they were just phasing out vinyl, and you could go in with like a fiver and walk out with about 20
Well,
albums.
we're talking about that earlier on, but we're talking about how one of the questions with Chris, I think it was asking if you could go. No, what were we talking about? If you could go back in time, basically. Yeah, I mean, as you say, if you could go back and pick up all these albums for dirt cheap, but you know one thing I really, really miss? Are we back? No, wait a minute, I'm going the wrong way, hang on. Right, I think, listen, right, is it back in? I think we are. Yeah, we are, it looks like. I think we are. Tap to retry.
Oh, you are?
Right, listen, apologies. Yeah, the phone, I use the highest tech stuff, i.e. my mobile phone, and it basically ran out of juice. I think it's got something like 3% in it, so it's going to run out again in about 5 seconds. So I think it's probably about time that we call this bring this waffle at an end. See one thing, you don't get this kind of shit in any other live stream. That's what makes my channel unique. So listen guys, thanks very much for joining in tonight. It's been an absolute blast as always. I hope you have an excellent weekend. And as always, thank you very, very much for watching. Say goodbye, Neil.
Goodbye, Neil. Put the kettle on.